So hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't expecting to review this at all. So what we have here is the 2022 BMW X5 30D M Sport. So this is the only variant here in the Philippines. I know you can indent an X5 M competition if you want. I'd like to thank Sir Miguel, Miss Dimple, and BMW Auto Ali for making this review possible. So what we have here is an X5. I've always wanted to drive one of these. I've been asking for an X1 for a long time now, but anyway, I got more than what I wanted. I heard this is a really peppy car and probably one of the best in its class, and hence it's a BMW. And unlike most of the BMWs now where you have skinny tail lights, bigger grills, so on and so forth, this one it still keeps the traditional look of BMWs. Still have the massive grills here with the active kidney grille, and as well you have LED lights all around with the adaptive lights as well that go up and down. As well, ground clearance here is more than 200 millimeters, and there's also gloss black everywhere. I don't mind it since it's on the outside anyways, and there are a few fake vents here on the side. However, there's a real vent just here way on the left only. So I did notice as well, this thing looks like there was supposed to be a place for a fog lamp here, but they didn't bother putting it anymore. So the side profile of the BMW X5, it looks really muscular. You have gloss black roof rails on the window kink and the side mirrors, and below the side mirrors you have a camera there, as well in the front in between the kidney grills. And then the wheels look nice. You have as well disc brakes all around. So now here at the rear of the BMW X5, sorry for the shot, it's kind of tight in here. As well, you have exhaust surrounds here. Usually there's black cladding here and there, but no, this one's all body colored, so it does suit this car really well. And what's unique with this BMW X5, you have a reverse camera as well here. You have a split tailgate, so it's similar to a Land Rover. What I remember only, BMW had a share of Land Rover, so that's why they were able to share tech. I'll put the history somewhere here in the description. And then here's the demo of the split tailgate. That's one. And then number two. That's so cool. And you can sit here if you want, but I'm not gonna demo that. And then I did notice, comparing with the Euro spec or even US spec, usually there's a latch here, if you can see this X logo. I know these were supposed to be levers to fold the seats down, but you have to do it from the second row. But I found folding the seats down in the second row really easy. You just pull the button and the seats will just automatically go down. Unlike some other car brands where you have to pull the button and pull the seat down, this one does not do that. And another thing I did not see, what you call this, the air suspension for the rear, where this lowers down, so in case you want to put heavier stuff in the boot. But this is only the 30D model. I'm not sure if you can option that here. But nevertheless, space here is excellent. So with all the seats up, you have 650 liters. And with all of the seats down, you have 1,870 liters. Probably also one of the biggest in its class, if not mistaken. And there are a lot of toys here. You have two LED lights on each side, two grocery hooks, and on the right side, you have a 12-volt socket. And also, what's unique with this BMW X5, and the first time I've encountered this, you have an underfloor storage, but there is a gas strap. That is so cool. So you have a tire repair kit. There's no space saving spare tire here, unlike some of the European spec, because these are on flat tires. Let's not forget that. And then as well here, you have 4 threading hooks on each corner and a tonneau cover. I know you can store that under. Yeah, there is a space here if you want to keep your tonneau cover. So that's about here in the exterior and the boot of the BMW X5. So I'll show you the interior. So here in the interior of the BMW X5 xDrive30d M Sport, I forgot to mention this is an all-wheel drive vehicle. So shut the door. This has soft close, by the way. That's cool. But I did notice something. BMWs with soft close, okay, when you fully shut the door, they sound alright, but you can hear little ting only, compared with a BMW 3 Series that does not have soft close at all. So I'll show you a clip of them right now. So here in the interior, and I also like here in the cabin. Ooh, turn you all on. Also, wow, these are really these are all bright. So here's sun visor. There's also vanity mirror with light. Wow, look how bright everything is in the cabin. They don't extend, but that's really long. So leave those on for a bit. So here in the cabin, it feels so plush in here. There's barely hints of plastic at all. It's all leather all around, mixed with hard and soft leather, but better than plastic at least. So also what I like with the buttons here in the X5, everything's orange, so it gives it like an old school BMW feel. So start here in the door, nice leather here. This one's hard, and then below here are soft now with a nice metal silver trim here. So also you have cubby spaces and bottle holders on each side of the door. A bottle and a water jug will fit. So you have your memory seat functions here, window switches, and also I like the tailgate functions here on the door. And then here on the left side you have two air conditioning vents. They're gloss black, surrounded with the silver trim. It's alright. Also there's a nice plastic texture here just here on the dashboard surrounding the air conditioning vents. As well, you have ambient lighting all around. I won't play with that anymore. And then below the air conditioning vents here, you have your light controls surrounded with the silver trim. Everything's so plush to touch. I love the cabin in here. And then steering wheel, really soft. Probably the softest steering wheel I've touched so far in a BMW. And as well, this is probably gonna be the first BMW I've driven that has paddle shifters. It's aluminum and there's soft pads behind it. They feel nice to the touch. And then steering wheel here again, you have your cruise control functions here on the left side, and then your infotainment and audio control functions on the right side. And then there's a M badge just below. And then you have your digital instrument cluster, as well your infotainment system. I'll demo all of those later on when we get to drive this already. And as well, the infotainment system is angled to me, more to the driver. And then below the infotainment system, you have your air conditioning vents, climate control functions, and then for your radio as well. And then you have a cover over here. Open that up. You have a wireless charging pad, a cubby space, USB port, and a 12-volt socket. I like there's also orange lighting around it. And then you have two cup holders with plastic grips on them. A bottle and a water jug can fit. And then here your gear lever, it's gloss black with all of the buttons here for your infotainment system, the swivel wheel, driving modes, safety features as well here, like parking sensor, and the cameras over here. That's the only part that's gloss black. You're gonna touch that a lot, but at least it's just there. Also, I love leather seats in here. Look how much bolstering there is. And then there's also lighting for your feet where your pedals are. Same with the passenger side. Glove box. Okay, that is huge. There's also light inside. In the seats, there's thigh support. Just pull this lever, then that extends. And then you have your central console box. You have a light as well inside. And then there's only one USB-C port inside. It's a decent amount of space in there. And then dashboard here, everything is soft touch. I love the quality here. It's really squeegee. And then above here, you have your light control functions. That's pretty much it here in the front of the BMW X5. xDrive30d M Sport, it's a long name. So with that, here in front, I'll show you the rear seats. I was about to go to the second row. I just noticed now, on the passenger side as well, you have a vanity mirror with a light. How many lights do you want in here? Yes. So here now in the second row of the BMW X5. This side also has soft close. So cool. So here in the back, I did notice few things before even going here. On your door handles, you have LED lights as well, so that's really fancy. And then as well here in the rear, you have sunshade covers, and then air conditioning vents on the B pillar, a coat hanger as well above here. Also, I found this weird with this X5. You have electronic adjustments for both front seats, and look how forward you can put them, so you have maximum space here in the back. That's really needed. You know why? Because I found out just now, the second row is fixed. You cannot adjust this whatsoever. But nevertheless, space here in the back, feet room, knee room, and headroom is massive. Probably one of the most spacious SUVs I've tried out so far. And then as well for your feet, you have lights there as well below. And then, I don't know what that is. Is that for your air conditioning for your feet? Let me know in the comments down below. If I sit here in the middle, not that elevated, I have the same amount of headroom either in the left or right side of the seats. And then transmission tunnel, it is really small, like that much. You can put your feet on the side or put them on top, simple as that. And as well, behind on both sides of the seats, you have USB-C ports, and then place here for your seat back table. If you want to option that out, that costs an eye-watering 8,000 pesos. When that costs more than the service of my car. Just saying only. And then as well, you have map pockets. Very thick map pockets on each side of the seat. And then here in the center, you have your air conditioning vents and climate control functions. And then like all BMWs I've tested so far, you have that weird cubby space again for your phone. And then as well here, you have two pop out isofix anchor points. And then here you have your central armrest with pop out cup holders. You can fit a bottle and a water jug. And also what's unique, you have a place here for your iPad if needed. And another fancy thing, you see this strap here, you can just simply pull that down. Now you have a central loading hatch. So for carrying longer stuff here in the middle, if needed again. I keep saying if needed more often now. Anyway. Two cubby spaces and bottle holders on each side of the door. You can fit both a bottle and a water jug. So yeah, that's about here in the second row of the BMW X5. I'll show you the party piece of this X5, the engine. So powering the BMW X5 xDrive30d M Sport, it's a 3-liter turbocharged straight-six diesel engine that produces 265 horsepower and 620 Newton meters of torque, and is mated to a 8-speed ZF torque converter automatic transmission. And as well, this is all-wheel drive, being an xDrive model as well. And look at the strut braces around it, and look how low the engine is sitting. I mean, that also helps lower the center of gravity to give it a more sporty drive. So with that, let's go for a drive. So this is it. Gonna drive the BMW X5. Okay, first impressions. Despite being an all-wheel drive BMW, the steering feels the same like every other BMW. It is really light, and as well 3 driving modes only compared to the 5 of European spec ones. But to be honest, I just need 3, like Sport, Comfort, and Eco Pro. I also forgot to mention, you also have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with this BMW X5 compared to the BMW 3 Series. Also, I have other reviews here. Link of those will be in the description down below, coming from BMW Auto Alley. And then I can tell we're only at slow speeds, right? It's so smooth. Like, just in where my comfort only, just look, just mashing the throttle ever so slightly. It's so smooth, this diesel engine. And being a straight 6 diesel engine, I don't hear any of the diesel drone at all. I mean, sounds like I'm still driving a gasoline powered engine. And here, run flat tire test. Oh my gosh, the NVH is so good. The NVH in here sounds as good as the BMW 730i. Also has the mild hybrid system like the 5 Series and above, as well with the X3 as well. Okay, I put it in sport mode now. Okay, I'm gonna shift down. Okay, you can hear the diesel down ever so slightly now, and it will automatically upshift. So let's floor it just a bit. Oh my god, wow! Wow! The torque is nuts! Whoa! Yeah, the low end torque of this is nuts. Like really nuts. And surprisingly for BMW, and as well this being the one with the M Sport package, I expected this to have a sporty, firm suspension like the X3, but surprisingly not. You can feel it is firm, but it soaks up bumps and the humps really well. And then Sport just transforms this car. Well, I'm just automatic mode and then just floor it. That's nuts. And as well, 0 to 100 kilometers per hour is done in 6.5 seconds. That is really fast. That is just 0.1 of a second faster than the 7 Series. And I can tell this is as fast as a 7 Series. I'm in love with this thing. Although it comes at a price though, with this BMW X5. This costs 5,800,000 pesos. I'll just put the exact price here on screen. Yeah, you get a lot for your money. And of course, it's a BMW. Feels so premium here. You have the tech, you have the brand, the heritage, everything. It's a BMW. I forgive it. Would I want one though? I'm not sure though, just being honest, because
it's a very big SUV. I mean, it's not as big, for example, like the X7, but of course, you know me, I'm not sure with diesel engines, but having driven for the first time ever a straight 6 diesel engine, I might consider this. It is really, really good. I mean, for an all-rounder SUV, you got the speed, you got the power, you got the fuel efficiency. This is hands down a very, very good SUV. Probably also one of the best I've tried out as well so far. And it's a good all-round, I have to say. Look, NVH, handling, paddle shifters, everything is complete with this BMW X5. One really big complaint with me though, I can't afford one. That's all I have to say. And then comfort mode, the best balance of all the modes. And then of course, let's try Eco Pro. Since I barely use Eco Pro at all. Okay, just a little bit of a delay now, but wow, there's no body lean at all. It's still so composed. Son of a... And brake feel, like every other BMW, it's really, really good. And well, up and down shifts are pretty insane. Oh my god. And being the 8-speed ZF transmission, it's not the fastest in the world, but this combo with the engine, it's perfect. The upshifts and downshifts are fast enough. Being a stage 6 diesel engine, this is a big surprise for me. I was expecting this to be a bit thirsty since this is an SUV. With my driving here only, I've been averaging 9 kilometers per liter. What the heck? So, with this fuel efficiency now, I think I kind of want one now, to be honest. It's too good to pass on. So, U-turn test. I barely do this now. Wow. Despite being a big SUV, turning circle is really tight. It's really, it can handle U-turns no problem. And I found this as well surprising with this X5. I know it's a big SUV, but it's very easy to drive around town and everything. I see why most rich people consider this as their daily. As well with the X3, no, make no mistake. But if you want to spend a little bit more extra, yeah, I see why they go for the X5. And you have the engine. Oh my gosh. I'm impressed with this drivetrain. I think I have a new dream SUV. Yes, I know I'm not much of a diesel kind of guy, but this is up there. Probably one of the best diesel cars I've ever tried out so far in my channel. This 3-liter straight 6 diesel is nuts, I have to say. And as well, like every other BMW as well, handling also one of the best in class. Look at that. Everything's so good. Yes, it's only an EPS system, but there's just the right amount of weight to it. It's not too light nor too heavy. But sport mode, yeah, it just firms it up ever so slightly, but it gives you way better feedback. Despite being a turbocharged engine, and as well being Eco Pro, I have not experienced turbo lag whatsoever. I am impressed with this motor. And also first time I've driven as well a straight 6 diesel engine from BMW, or let alone an luxury SUV in general. These are good. I'm so stunned that I will consider this in the future if I have the money. If you're planning to go up to Tagaytay, Baguio, whatever, this can handle it easily. You got the power, and you will definitely have fun driving this up in the twisties, despite being an SUV. Being a straight 6 diesel engine, I was expecting like the usual diesel sounds, but this one sounds good for what this is. So, that concludes my review of this BMW X5. I would like to thank Miss Dimple, Sir Miguel. Their contact details will be in the description down below. And to BMW Auto Ali for making this review possible. Just try it one more time. Oh. So, hope we can get more BMWs here on my channel. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And I will see you with more future car reviews and more BMWs. Let's go! Bye-bye.